Hello, second year students. We are reading and interpreting since last few classes Jonathan Swift's essay The Spider and the Bee. In the previous class, we ended on a note where an argument between the spider and the bee was going on. The spider is angry over the bee for damaging his house and calls him a pirate upon nature and claims himself a domestic animal. And then the bee replies to his accusations. Now let us read further. You boast, indeed, on being obliged to no other creature, but of drawing and spinning out all from yourself. The bee continues to reply to the spider and says that you boast. Boast means you talk big, that you are not obliged, you are not thankful to any other creature, but of drawing and spinning out all from yourself. You talk big that you are not thankful to any other creature in having built your house, because all the materials for the construction comes out of your own body. You draw and you spin out all from yourself. That is to say, if we judge of the liquor in the vessel by what issues out means by what comes out, you possess a good plentiful store of dirt and poison in your breast, though I would by no means lessen or disparage your genuine stock of either, yet I doubt you are somewhat obliged for an increase of both to a little foreign assistance. The bee says, if we judge of the liquor in the vessel by what issues out, by what comes out, you possess a good, plentiful store of dirt and poison in your breast. But the materials that you possess are only dirt and poison, which are found inside your body, like a liquor is found in the vessel. And you possess a good, plentiful store of dirt, though I would by no means lessen or disparage your genuine stock of either. And I do not wish to minimize your genuine stock of either of the things. Things means the stock that you use in building your house. Yet I doubt you are somewhat obliged for an increase of both to a little foreign assistance. But I doubt that even in collecting this store of dirt and poison, you are not absolutely independent. You need some foreign assistance. That means you need some outside help for that matter too. Your inherent portions of dirt does not fail of acquisitions. Inherent means your natural, your inbuilt, your permanent store of dirt that you are boasting of. You do acquire your permanent store of dirt from others by sweeping exhaled from below, and one insect furnishes you with a share of poison to destroy another. You inhale the dirt and poison thrown out by certain other creatures, and in other words, one insect furnishes you with a share of poison to destroy another. In other words, you collect dirt and poison thrown out by other creatures only in order to make use of those substances for the destruction of certain other creatures who become your victims. So what the bee wants to say that the spider eat insects, that increases his poison, and that poison kills other insects. So that's how the spider acquires his material for his construction. In short, the question comes all to this: whether is the nobler thing of the two? In short, so question arises: what is the better things of the two? You or me? The bee is asking the question. By a lazy contemplation of 4 inches round, by an overweening pride which feeding and engendering on itself turns all into excrement and venom, producing nothing at all. 4 inches round. 4 inches round means the narrow round space, the cobweb in which the spider's web has been woven. So B says that you are a person who lives in a narrow space, a space of the cobweb, by an overweening proud. With overweening means excessive proud, too much proud, arrogance, and feeding upon your own poison, engendering on itself, producing on itself, turns all into excrement and venom, producing nothing at all. You feed upon your own poison and turn everything into poison, producing nothing useful. So all that you produce is a cobweb and also poison, but flybin and a cobweb. Flybin means poison of the flies. So all that the spider produces is dirt, poison, and poison to kill flies. Or that which by a universal range, with long search, much study, true judgment, and distinction of things, brings from honey and wax. Or that which, and I, which means the bee, on the other hand, travels all around. Universal range means the bee travels all around, far and near, with long search, much study, goes different places like gardens and fields in order to collect his material, showing a good deal of understanding and judgment in collecting his material, brings from honey and wax. And that's how, after much labor, I bring two useful things, honey and wax. As you know, a beehive have both the things, honey and wax, and both the things are very much useful, unlike the production of the spider, which is all waste and harmful. Now note this last argument offered by the bee, and if we apply it to the works of the moderns and the ancients, means that the moderns produce books which are full of waste, nothing useful, or creates controversy, while the ancients produces books which sweeten human relations like honey, gives light of the knowledge and wisdom like wax. So this passage as an allegory also means moderns have a narrow vision and live in their own world, producing work from their narrow perspective, just like the spider lives in its 4 inches round cobweb. Whereas the ancients shows a wide and a broader outlook by gathering their materials all from nature, just like the bee does. So that's all for today's class. We will continue with the remaining part of the essay in the next class. Thank you.